On News 2, St. Croix police are investigating a mid-morning heist that left one man badly injured and netted the suspects thousands of dollars worth of diamonds from a jewelry store. Plus, an update on the Virgin Islands election system, details on the new voting machines, and what was the cause of the disruption during a board meeting. Walgreens is set to open its doors on Saturday on St. Thomas. We take you inside the doors of the 16,000 square foot building. Hello, welcome, and thanks for joining us on this edition of News 2. I'm Sandra Gumansing, topping our newscast. St. Croix police investigating a mid-morning heist that left one man badly injured and netted the suspects thousands of dollars worth of diamonds. News 2's Erica Parsons has that story.
Thieves made off with thousands of dollars worth of merchandise mid-morning Tuesday from Mini World, and police hope the surrounding cameras will be the ticket they need to help solve this case.
We're trying to get all the data from cameras inside and outside, and we're going to work this case.
For the second time in as many years, Mini World in Sunny Isles was held up.
The way the guys came, it appeared they were not concerned at all about anything. They just came in and started making the display.
The store's owner said 3 young men dressed in black with covered faces entered the store around 9:30 a.m., broke the glass case of a diamond display with a hammer, and removed the jewelry.
They were behind the counter. I thought safest will be to run out. So I ran out, and the fourth guy was standing here.
Bonsall said that fourth suspect pointed a gun at him, but he ran next door where he got help from Radio Shack employees. His security guard was not so lucky. The thieves hit him in the head with a hammer. They also damaged the door.
They were trying to get out. See, they didn't know how to push the button to get out, so they damaged the door with the hammers.
Police could be seen canvassing neighboring businesses for information on Tuesday's robbery. They said the suspects fled the scene in a maroon SUV. Bonsall has had to close another store in the past because of the same thing, and it looks like this loss will close the doors for good.
I was worried about my 2 employees, which I left behind. I was so glad to see them unharmed. We won't plan in the long run. We have to close down. This is a crazy situation. You can't run a jewelry store here. And we are not only jewelry, we have a lot of other stuff.
Erica Parsons, News 2.
The security guard is being treated at the Wanlawee Hospital for his injuries, and no one else was hurt. Police urge the community to provide any information they might have on this robbery to police or by calling Crime Stoppers. Well, it has been an eventful week for the Virgin Islands election system, from disrupted board meetings that resulted in police response to some concerns regarding the new voting machines that will be used in the 2014 elections. News 2's April Knight has the update.
The election system board meeting got an extra dose of excitement this week. On Tuesday, police got involved when a suspended member of the board refused to leave during the executive session. On July 11th, the elections board decided to suspend Wilma Marsh-Monsanto for 2 board meetings because
of her continued dissemination of false police reports, just making a lot of fictitious reports that had a tendency to continue to damage the integrity and reputation of the system.
But Monsanto says the suspension was groundless.
Discipline for what? I want in writing what it is they are disciplining me for. As of this date, I have not been given due process.
She has a right of appeal to the courts. A majority of the members can determine what action the board can or cannot take. And she has the right to contest that.
Monsanto says she will wait until the next board meeting before deciding whether or not to take the matter to court. Meanwhile, the territory has spent over $600,000 on new voting machines, but some members of the board are raising concerns. The board is quick to dismiss allegations that the machines have been tampered with.
Of course not. It's very difficult to tamper.
But they are concerned that 43 voting machines may not be enough for St. Thomas, St. John, and St. Croix combined.
These machines are limited to, I think, 400 votes per piece of scanner. We have 17 polling places in the St. Thomas district alone. Have to either get more machines, or we're going to have to come up with some innovative ways of getting people to vote on these limited amount of machines.
The next election is scheduled for November 2014, but the primaries are slated for August, which leaves the election system less than a year to iron out any wrinkles that might cause another controversial election. April Knight for News 2.
The election system says the new voting machines have been certified and allows for the auditing required by the Election Assistance Commission. News 2 will keep you updated. Businesses and residents are urged to be on the lookout. Counterfeit $100 bills are being circulated. Detectives of the VIPD say the fake bills are very believable, and businesses should confirm the authenticity of all $100 bills. News 2's Shanika Robinson has more.
Counterfeit $100 bills are being circulated on the island of St. Croix. Detectives are asking the community not to accept any $100 bills unless its authenticity can be verified.
Insular investigation detectives, who are responsible for investigating white-collar crimes, said Tuesday that there has been an influx of counterfeit $100 bills on the island since September 1st.
Counterfeit bills have been received at the casino and WAPA. Detectives said the fake bills look believable and businesses should confirm the authenticity of all $100 bills by using a counterfeit detector machine or pen. If you encounter a counterfeit bill, call police immediately and file a police report, for it is illegal to knowingly pass it on.
You can call the Insular Investigation Unit detectives at 340-712-6100, 911, or Crime Stoppers USVI at 1-800-222-TIPS to report any counterfeit activity.
Shaniqua Robinson, News 2.
News 2 will keep you updated on the counterfeit situation, and be sure to contact the police department if you encounter any of these bills. Well, earlier this week, the Virgin Islands Public Finance Authority sold $36 million worth of matching fund revenue bonds. The bond issue included a restructuring of existing debt service obligations, as well as the refunding for savings of a portion of the PFA's outstanding Series 2004 bonds. According to Finance Commissioner Angel Dawson, the sale would mean $22.7 million worth of debt service savings that will help with the 2014 fiscal year budget. Governor John Peter Young Jr. highlighted the importance of the bond sale and thanks the investor community for its support. The United Nations says it has received a letter from Syrian President Bashar Assad saying his country plans to sign the treaty banning chemical weapons, and Syria will hand over all data related to its program. American and Russian diplomats are meeting in Geneva to figure out the details. Daniel Nottingham has more from the White House.
Secretary of State John Kerry and his Russian counterpart headed into their first day of talks optimistic they could come up with a plan to secure Syria's chemical weapons.
We do believe there is a way to get this done.
Syria has agreed to turn over its stockpile. Secretary Kerry and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov are trying to hammer out how and when this would happen.
It has to be verifiable. It has to be credible. It has to be timely and implemented in a timely fashion.
President Obama wants to keep the threat of a U.S. military strike on the table, but said he's hopeful Kerry's meetings in Geneva will produce concrete results.
I know that he is going to be working very hard over the next several days to see what possibilities are there.
On Capitol Hill, skeptical lawmakers are busy rewriting a resolution that would authorize the use of force, tying Syria's cooperation to a military strike.
I have doubts about the motives of the Russians and Assad.
Reagan said it all. Trust but verify.
On Thursday, Russian President Vladimir Putin warned in a New York Times op-ed any military action against Syria would spread a wave of terrorism across the region. Danielle Nottingham, News 2.
And keeping our eye on the economy, the Labor Department reported the number of people filing for unemployment benefits last week fell to 292,000, down from 323,000. But the drop was mainly because of the technical glitches after two states upgraded their computer systems and could not process all their applications. This is the New York Stock Exchange with Scotiabank Stock Market Watch. Everything down. The Dow 25, NASDAQ 9, S&P 5. Coming up on News 2, as we reported last Friday, U.S. Virgin Islands Isanica Vieira came in 4th place for the 5th edition of Miss Supranational. The pageant took place in Belarus over 3 weeks. Isanica stopped by to tell us about the rewarding experience. That's coming up next. The long-awaited national drugstore chain, Walgreens, is set to open its doors on Saturday on St. Thomas. A grand opening, VI Carnival-style celebration is planned, complete with a parade and ribbon cutting. We take you inside the doors of the 16,000-square-foot building that will include cosmetics, food, household items, and much, much more.
The shelves are fully stocked and doors are ready to open. For the first time in its 112-year history, Walgreens, owner of more than 8,000 stores, will open its first store outside the United States in Puerto Rico in St. Thomas.
Well, we do offer a little bit of everything, and we're always a pharmacy first, and we're designed around pharmacy and wellness. So there's a lot of different product selections that we have in our store that allows people to provide and have access to health and wellness products.
Not to be mistaken with Walmart, Walgreens features a prescription saving club and a Balance Awards card program in which customers can earn points to encourage health and wellness.
We have a full pharmacy staff and plenty of pharmacists to be able to answer any type of medication questions, to be able to help you select some over-the-counter type things, and also provide consultations on the medication that you're taking and give you health advice and hope to get you stay healthy. We have a consultation room that we hope to do immunizations and health testings in the future. We're working with the local government to be able to allow pharmacists to have that here in the Virgin Islands. We do that in all 50 states and Puerto Rico for immunizations and health testings at this point. So we're looking to bring that to the Virgin Islands as well, to be able to provide flu shots, also help tackle diabetes, doing A1C testing, glucose testing, and several other tests.
To celebrate the grand event, a parade is planned at 9:30 a.m. on Saturday. Officials say a small section of the road will be blocked off for about 20 minutes.
I'd love to see thousands of people line the streets. We're actually having a small little parade that's going to come down in between Entire Kingdom and Office Max. It's going to be led by the St. Thomas Majorettes, and then it's going to be the Ivana Eudora Keene High School Marching Band and Color Guard in the middle, and then coming up in the rear is going to be the Inferno Troops, which is going to be absolutely amazing. We'll have vendors here out all day doing product sampling, having free giveaways. Chester Cheetah will be out here for the kids. We'll also have a clown doing face painting and balloon animals. The Rising Stars will be out here about 2 o'clock. There'll be probably 10 or 15 of those to, throw down on the drums and make it a really big event for us.
Now, Governor John DeYoung and other local officials will be there to cut the ribbon and make brief remarks. Then, sample beverages and food, including wine and other adult beverages, compete to win a raffle in addition to the parade and entertainment on the lineup. Well, as we reported last Friday, U.S. Virgin Islands' Isanica Vieira came in 4th place out of 84 contestants for the 5th edition of Miss Supranational. The pageant took place in Belarus for over 3 weeks. Philippines' Mutia Johanna Datul became the winner. In 2nd place was Mexico's Jacqueline Morales. In 3rd place was Turkey's Leyla Koz. The TV finals took place in front of an audience of 5,000 at the Palace of Sports in Minsk with live transmission to over 1 billion people in more than 100 countries. Isanica, who is no stranger to pageants, stopped by to talk about her experience and thank all of her supporters.
In 2011, I competed for Miss World, and I placed top 15 there out of 103 girls, and 2nd place in talent. So because I did so well in that pageant, they gave me the opportunity to compete for the Miss Supranational pageant. So because of that, now I competed for Miss Supranational, where I did a little bit better and placed in the top 5 out of 85 contestants from around the world, and I got 2nd runner-up in talent there as well.
Nice.
I performed Michael Jackson for my talent. I love Michael Jackson. I did a Michael Jackson tribute to the songs Billie Jean, You Rock My World, and Smooth Criminal. The first time I did that was in Hal Jackson Talented Teen in 2005 when I was the first person from St. Thomas to ever win that international title. I would definitely like to take this time out to thank everyone who supported me, all my family, my friends, everyone that just gave a donation, whatever they could from the bottom of their heart. Without you, I wouldn't have been able to even represent the country on an international level.
Congratulations to you, Isanica. Well, today at the Alfredo Andrews Elementary School on St. Croix, the National Guard's Cool School program, along with Innovative and the Rotary Clubs of St. Croix, distributed 1,500 school planners to the 5th and 6th grade students. The planners focus not only on organizational skills, but life skills that can foster positive decision making.
Today we came out to assist the Rotary in distribution of the Cool School Planners. This year we could not purchase it because of the financial deficits that are out there. However, Rotary partnered up with Innovative and were able to purchase those planners so that they can assist the kids in that.
This is an important initiative for Innovative, the Rotary Clubs, and the National Guard. We spend over $5,000 to have these planners printed and distributed, and it's something that we're very, very proud of because so many students, over 1,500 students, can actually benefit from this all year long.
We were the facilitators. Innovative bought the planners for us, and we gave them out. We spent Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday giving them out to the other schools, and today was like the big send-off and the thank you to Innovative and the National Guard.
Well, a 2-hour dance explosion will be taking place at the D.C. Canagator Ballpark's Recreational Center on St. Croix this weekend. Music in Motion members are planning a Zumba party for charity. Proceeds will benefit the Music in Motion. There will be multiple instructors, raffles, and prizes. Now, if you love to dance, this is for you. You can learn a thing or two and get a good workout in the process. The Zumba for Charity will be held on Friday, September 13th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the D.C. Canagator Recreational Center. St. Croix Central High's Gymnasium will host the second annual Alan D. Burke basketball tournament, starting with an opening ceremony at 5:30. There will be games all day Saturday and Sunday beginning at 9 a.m. Retired NBA player Nate Archibald will make a special appearance.
First found the foundation, we weren't even thinking about basketball tournaments. We were just thinking about doing something in Alan's honor.
We're losing our young men at a rapid rate, and we feel anything that we can do to help get them off the street, because if you think about it, there's nothing anymore.
There's 18 team totals. We have 3 divisions, 10 to 12, 16 to 18, and 13 to 15.
I look at Alan D. Burke as a person like myself, okay, chasing a dream, okay? And I tell people, when I talk to kids, I really don't talk about, you know, my NBA career, but I talk about the dream that and the passion and the love I had for the game. Coming from me, a person of not tremendous size, not tremendous build, I said, you have to look at me and say, if he can do it, I can do it.
Great message there. Be sure to stick around. Your News to AccuWeather forecast is coming up next.